Finals between AMD and LinkedIn, both of whom are playing for the charity Child's Play. Though they will not be able to play for any money as it is the Consolation Finals, they do get to play for pride. And now as we head on into game number 4, in the right position from Team AMD, we have AHGL, which totally sounds like a Magic the Gathering card. Down in the bottom side, from Team LinkedIn, it is their ace player, their #1 hero, VAR, which is no doubt short for Variable. For any of you who did not know, the After Hours Gaming League, the corporate league that lets individuals from these teams play against one another for fun and friendly competition, created by Day 9 TV, supported by Red Bull Gaming, viewed by you, and played by all, and envied by dragons. AHGL looks like he's the first Protoss player making a cameo appearance in that beautiful, deep, lush AMD green. His team now leads 2-1. LinkedIn's gonna have to pull some pretty sick maneuvers to be able to win again. However, I want to note that VAR is quite the beastly beast, marked so many wins for his team throughout the season. He is the one person no teammate could point to and say, hey, we didn't qualify because of you, dude. No. Perhaps even brought his team to this very point. We see that the refinery is now going down from VAR. He's re-rallying his command center. He's even done some nice little worker pairings here. Look at that little pair. Look at this little pair. Here a pair, there a pair. Everywhere a pair. AHGL also has some nice worker pairs going on these centrally close minerals. AHGL has now planted down pylon numero 2. And there's one thing that I would be fearing if I was Protoss right now, and that is the 1-1-1, which is no fun. And this is also not a wall in at all. A big hole, no matter how you look at it, you can clearly see that stuff gets through there. And as we're approaching the early stages of the game, I want to talk a little bit about strategy options, and then I want to step into something that will blow your frickin' mind. AHGL wants to get the scout up. He wants to get in, and he does, because that's not a wall off. Oh my god, VAR. Oh, VAR. Oh my god. Oh, and he steals the assimilator. Oh my gosh. VAR must be feeling pretty Boolean right now, because his life feels very false. And there, the assimilator now going down for AHGL, as he continues to make sure that his opponent does not get that extra gas geyser up, as to prevent the 1-1-1. Excellent job right there. Now here comes something that's going to blow your frickin' mind. Here you go. Are you ready? There are some people in GSL qualifiers who play Starcraft like this. I kid you not, when the game starts, they split their workers and then they turn it sideways. They play the entire game like this, scrolling up and down and all around like this. Can you imagine playing StarCraft 2 this way? It looks like there's the early expand coming up from AHGL. Meanwhile, in the main base, hasn't taken his gas geyser. I'm actually not kidding. There are players who play at Grandmaster level on Korean server like this. Like to see that Stalker starting to come on up. Stepping up into the main base, VAR does have, it looks like, the reactor. Oh, you would go for a 1-1-1. It looks like a 2-1-1 is what's going to be coming up for VAR. Getting a barracks with a reactor up. Starport getting ready to exchange for that tech lab, doing the swap-a-ruha. The question is, does AHGL have the answer? He's getting his robo back up. This will certainly allow him to get things like Immortals, things like Observers, but probably not things like Colossi up in time. Banshees and Marines, and it looks like another barracks popping up. It looks like VAR may be literally going good old Marine Banshee. He may be building no tanks whatsoever. Perhaps he will. We never know until we see. Although I would not be surprised, honestly, if he did throw down a tech lab after he got this barracks finished up. It's pretty hard to do that tank production until... Yep, there it is. It's pretty hard to do that tank production until all your barracks are pretty much effectively done and churning stuff out. Can't afford them depots and be churning it all out. Here comes the immortal AHGL, already having the rally coming up from his really cool robo facility. More gateways being morphed in, and this is going to hurt for AHGL. This is going to sting. This is going to wish. It's just going to be not good. He sees the Banshee. He sees the Banshee, and he's like, oh, Manshee. What will he do? It looks like he has a single pylon at the back that he can use to begin warping in some of those additional stalkers. He kills off one probe. Will he kill off any more? Or will he lose the Banshee? Will he lose the Banshee? He doesn't. The Banshee escapes with but a mere 60 hit points. There is this one single probe here ready to build a proxy pylon and now ready to die. There he is in the corner. Help! Now you're just a poof of blue smoke. AHGL does have that third assimilator down. But it looks like there is absolutely no other tech coming out for AHGL. He's going to have to do some sort of emergency ultra mega preparation to be in good shape. We see that VAR stepping on into the main base. Getting repaired a little bit. Another Banshee coming up. Is it really going to be a 1-1-1? A few things would sting more, but keep in mind it's a tournament. You will do what you have to do. VAR needs to get his team evened up, linked in, started up 1-0. The first game was their only win. AHGL now morphing in more of those incredibly awesome beneficial sentities. But there are no zealots. All the stalkers are pinned at the backside. VAR now moving out. Just making sure that there are no proxy counter pylons. His marine production is now at 4 at a time. He's getting siege mode. He's getting tanks. He's getting no money in his banks. And soon I bet all these SCVs will start moving in, and perhaps it'll be these ones. Either way, it will be a lot. It'll certainly be a lot. Oh, it was these ones. I knew it. The ones on the left. Spider Sense went crazy. Either that or I have indigestion. VAR now moving up to the top side of the map. AHGL tries to find something, and he finds impending doom. Oh, that must feel terrible to see. That must feel like absolute doo-doo. And that was, oh my god, that probe, he only wanted to scout. He was just there to scout things. He wanted to be a good probe. AHGL now advancing forward to the front of his own base. Will the Banshees be sweeping into the main to annihilate the probe count? Will he do both? There's the Guardian Shield. Will there be the siege up? Oh, he traps him. He does a nice trap, but it looks like that point defense drone is doing some point defense ownage. Oh no, the Immortal's not shooting at the tanks, and there they managed to get off some of those key blasts, but the Marine count. The Marines are too high in number, and of course with a pair of Banshees there, they easily pick off all that is coming. In that unit counting station, we see that it's 37 workers to 20, but there are 22 Marines, and Marines are way better than workers. And now Immortals trying to deal the damage that they can to pick off the Marines, but the numbers are just too high, and it looks like the Immortal with 7 kills, 8 kills finally dies. VAR stepping forward with his 1-1-1. AHGL doing everything that he can to try to come back into this game, but he does not have Colossi, he doesn't have Storm. His life may well be forlorn as VAR continues to annihilate the front, absolutely steamroll it, bear maul it, put his face in one of those old school credit card machines that goes shunk, and he left an imprint of agony on the back of the receipt. AHGL trying to get enough stalkers up to both defend the Banshees at the back and the Banshees at the front. In the main base, VAR has, it looks like, all the SCVs he will ever need. Now VAR moving on in as the 1-1-1, or as this variant is called, the 3-1-1. VAR with the single siege tank, just making sure that it's hard to throw down that force field. There is the nice little siege tank range. Oh, little sentry, you almost killed yourself. But it looks like AHGL has not yet given up. He's eliminating this older point defense drone. Does he have enough for another? He does, and he's thrown it down. Such a difficult mix to deal with. So incredibly difficult. And there we see all the shots from the Stalkers being totally pwned by that point defense drone. And as VAR waltzes forward, poor AHGL, who played so well, it's such a clean game, can only type a single G out of frustration, meaning that LinkedIn has managed to tie the series up 2-2. The series has been reset. What was once a best of 7 is now a mere best of 3. And coming up in game number 5, it is going to be Codec from LinkedIn versus Ink Inc. from AMD. What will happen in game number 5? Find out after